It's not buffering. Oh, let's see. Okay, hang on. Let me. Let me see what it's going to do when I try to watch it. Hold on. Because I don't want anything to mess it up. I glassed it. Y'all are looking at my ceiling? I glassed it. Y'all are looking at my ceiling? I glassed it. There we go. There we go. Okay. There goes the echo. This isn't what we're doing tonight, y'all. I was just working on this. I'm sorry, that was the last thing I was working on. Let me get this off of here. Ooh, no, let me keep that on there. Well, it won't go there because I don't have paper on it. Let me move that aside. All right, so let me make sure I have this everywhere I need it. All right. Okay, so is there anyone here yet? Doesn't look like it. Man, come on. Let's do this. If the mountain won't come to Melanie, Melanie will take it to the mountain. I really don't know that phrase. All right, that's good enough. See this? I want y'all to look at this. Of course, I had to play around with what I was going to do tonight. See these? These are the tapes that I pulled off of one of the things I did. Keep those tapes tonight, y'all. So if you're coming along with me, keep those tapes. Oh, I forgot to grab a piece of paper. Hang on. Ugh. This is also something that'd be really good to do. Like I'm doing this on the back of something that didn't print right. Actually, there's a couple of somethings that didn't print right. Just do it on the back of them. Because more than likely, you're eventually probably going to cut this up and paste it down anyway. Oh, let me show you. There you go. Okay, let's get those out of the way. No. All right. Let's see. Y'all don't look at this stuff. This stuff is either messed up stuff or stuff that's still in progress. See, like I did this one the other night. I love this. I love this. And it's an easy process. It's fun to do. And even though you still do kind of get this, all you got to do is you could go through here in these pathways. And that's what we'll do tonight. We'll go through the pathways and we'll put some sort of design in the pathways. Then here's the one I did last night. I was having problems last night with the paper tearing. So I did these in one of my art workbooks. So, but look how fun though. How fun. I'm going to go through and actually, I had some bleed through from here because I forgot to put something under it. So if you're doing it in a book like this and you're using markers, alcohol markers, anything that might possibly bleed through, I suggest you put something. See, you need to put something on the back side. Hi, Leah. Hi, Laura. Yay. Some people did catch up with me. Alrighty then. Okay. Sweet beans. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started because I'm already, technical difficulties already got me running behind. What did I do with my tape? Okay, here's some tape. Easy. I'm using plain copy paper. Okay, plain copy paper. I mean, you could probably even use, since you're going to be coloring over this and stuff, I want to see how it works. I'm going to use the side that actually is messed up. And we're going to see how it works. Because that's probably going to show up. It might actually look kind of cool because it'll show up in the lines. But you're just going to take pieces of tape. I would suggest that you use it to kind of tape down your paper too so that it doesn't move all over the place. Although if you might want to, you know, turn your paper. You could do that if you wanted to. I'm such a dork among us. I mean, I sometimes amaze myself with how unused my brain can be. Where's TC? Oh, you tagged her. Hey, Leah, tag Kim for me. Can you tag Kim and Julie? Tag Sarge. Anyone you can think of that probably tried at 6 o'clock and didn't see my message that I got messed up. I'm looking for something. I don't even know what it is. Oh, so normally when I do these, like when I did the watercolor things last time, I put them on this right here. You know, and this is my precious box that once I'm done using it, I'm definitely going to make something out of it. And I'll probably still do watercoloring on top of this till I get the box all messed up like I want it to. But I have had, but the one complaint I have about using this is because it is cardboard, it still will get warpy and soaky and give me, you know, a little bit of problem. I have had this for almost a freaking year now, and it never occurred to me to pull this out. It's a glass mat, to pull this out and just do it on here because I do my acrylic stuff on it. And so I had it sitting over on my gel table. And in case y'all can't see, what have I got on my fingernail? Y'all can't see, I'm pointing like y'all know where I'm going to. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Laura. You're just waking up. I know the feeling, honey. I've slept most of the day too. I don't know why. It's been a day. My poor hubby, bless his heart, he's completely worn out. He's having to do the work of about 5 people at work because of their medical issue going on with their the main supervisor on campus. I say campus. He doesn't work on a campus. And just these tapes go however you want these tapes to go. They don't have to reach all the way across. They don't have to stick off the edge. You do this however, whatever little modus operandi you want to do. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Laura. That's okay. I don't know who else you would even, because I put it in Lulu's, so and I'm not sure who all's in Lulu. If y'all hear some yelling going on in the background, it's because my 2 adult dogs are back there saying, "Daddy, you need to get up. We don't care how tired you are. It's time to get up." And Daddy's back there saying, "No, no, no." Okay. I will say this. for me personally, I do like to have a lot of grids. A lot of smaller spaces to color, because I like to make mine really colorful. So I don't like having the big chunks where it's all going to be, you know, one color, unless I'm doing something where I'm fading things in. Y'all pardon me, I've had sinus issues all day. Laura, I think you gave me your cold, Dadaloo. Uh-oh, I lost. What happened? I lost y'all. What happened? What happened? Where'd y'all go? Hang on, I'm trying to get y'all back. You need ideas. No, I don't want to watch you. Here we go. No, that's in my story. Are you serious? Seriously? Seriously? What in the bejesus is my computer doing? There we go. Live. Oh my gosh. There we go. Why? Are y'all, okay, y'all let me know if I can ever get it to come back on. Y'all let me know if, oh no, there I am. It just, something else popped up in front of it. You had a small hiccup with your paints that were coming. You haven't gotten them yet. So I'm just, oh, I'm not doing paints tonight, honey. I'm trying to get rid of it. I had to get my sinus problems. Yeah, thanks a lot, Dadaloo. Oh yes, fun. I know, Leah, I love doing that. I thought about pulling some of mine out, but I thought I'd do whatever y'all, you know, whatever y'all might have. So I'm just going to do markers and crayons and pens. So, yeah, so Laura, we're not doing paints tonight. I'm doing something different. We're just using color and lines to do just some meditative stuff. Just to do some meditative stuff. And I'm just playing. Y'all don't have to stay as long as I do. Since I'm late, I may stay longer than 7. Depends on how I feel. Depends on how my husband's feeling. So, y'all just, y'all hang out, do what you want to do, stay as long as you want to stay. I'm going to be putting this over on my YouTube channel, which I'm seriously thinking of changing the name. And if I do, it's probably going to be Play and Create with Mel. So, I don't know why I just stuck that little piece of tape on that little piece of tape. I just want to break up this little piece right here. Maybe all of this right here. And then I am going to start color. And that's all you do, honeys. All you do is just lay down the tape. You just lay down the tape. How do I want this broken up? Do I want it to go this way? Yeah, let's break it up this way. I'll put another little piece across here. And then you just take whatever you want. Markers, paint pens, watercolor markers, I don't know, whatever you want. Whatever floated your boat is. And you just start coloring. And then once you're done, once you have the colors all the way you want. Another thing you could do with this, if you wanted to, is do like I haven't tried it yet, but I bet you could do a painty background where you painted or colored or marked or whatever, you know, whatever kind of solid background you might want coming through the tape. Or you could do a whole like scribble color thing under the tape and then put tape on it and then put different colors in the squares, and then you would have that whole neurograph scribbly thing coming through the, I think, if we get done with this one fast enough, or even after that, I think I'm going to try that, and then I'll show y'all what I did. All right, so we're just going to take whatever we got. I'm digging down here. Oh, I forgot I sure needed these the other day. I forgot I had this whole little bag of crayons. I'm going to try some crayons first. I'm just going to try some crayons first. Let's just do, and I color onto the tape. I treat this, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay down a couple. Oh, this will be interesting. Let me see. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so like the other day, that's what this was. The other day in a group I'm in, we did some resisting, and you could see where some of these watercolors, like right here, that was where I had used, I can't remember if I used a oil pastel or crayon, but we did some of these were color resist, and then some of them were where I went, after I painted, I went back over the top of it. But I wonder how that would work with a marker, because I forgot to do this first. Let's grab our black marker. And that one's just that's gonna be our little test square for what I want to try and see. Grab your black marker. And on the one video she did it where she made these really cool kind of crooked lines like this, where she made them look kind of like it was something that was cracking. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do just some of these lines like this, and color, and go over your tape, because you want to color this like there's no tape there. So you want it to all be one single piece of paper. You're treating it like it's a single piece of paper. And you do the scribbles and lines however you want to do them. I'm trying to kind of do something like she was doing the other day, that on the video I shared when I announced this, and she made it look kind of like cracks. But I think what I'm going to do is do it this way. I'm going to get all these lines across here like this, because then I think I'm going to come back. Oh, sounds like somebody is tired of playing with Daddy. What's the matter, Posy? Can't climb from the other side? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because then I'm going to come this way too. So I'll have lots of little squares to paint and everything. It's going to be interesting and fun. And I have no idea if Sharpie will wipe off my matter. Oh, look at that. No, I'll have to get some alcohol probably. I can probably do that with alcohol. Oh, did y'all ever do that? Okay, so I'm 500 years old, so I've been around a minute. And place I used to work that did karaoke was you had to be, if you were under 21, because that's our drinking age, you had to have a mark put on your hand, okay? Well, I learned that those cheeky little people under the age of 18, or under the age of 21, they would use hand sanitizer and go in the bathroom, because they'd carry it with them, and rub the Sharpie off with hand sanitizer. Cheeky little buggers. All right. So we started putting little bracelet things on them. Which, let me tell you something, my cheap-ass boss, woo, he did not like that. All right, so now, using whatever mode you want, and I'm going to mix mine up, you go in and start coloring things. Let me see this little drawer. Oh, these are in my way to open in my drawer. Ah, hold on. Wait a minute, are those fine lines? What is that? What do I got up here? Oh, those are fine liners. Well, I might use them. I might use them. Let me see. This is the drawer I wanted. I want to see what I got in here. I've got some different thingies in here. Some different color. Ooh, that's pretty. And just start coloring. I guess I can see if anybody's saying anything. You're just watching. I'm trying to get rid of, the distressed inks. Yeah, use whatever you want. That'd probably be pretty fun on there, Laura. Distressed inks. Well, hi, Laura Middlebrooks. Oh, my Lord. I'm doing good. What are you doing? Grab you a piece of paper and do what I'm doing. How are my babies? Well, they're not babies anymore. How old are they now? We're just coloring. We're having fun. Anyone that's in here with me right now, Laura, Dadaloo, if you want to put the name of your craft group in here, put Lulu's name in here. Because it looks like I've got some people from my side coming on in. Let's see. I want to use all the pens I have in here. These are all my, when I get Sketchbox. If y'all don't use Sketchbox, y'all need to look at it, especially if you like art supplies. I do a monthly thing with them. It's like, I want to say after taxes and shipping and everything, it's about $50. But I get 10 art supplies. They have this one area where you get to choose. They have all kinds of different, I mean, they've got a couple of different, three or four maybe? 3 or 4 different little membership things you can do, but they're also an art supply store. And then they have their own line of stuff. But they carry the good stuff. And they carry some of the student grade stuff. But they do all kinds of stuff. But anyway, generally from their monthly themed boxes, what they'll do is they'll take the product from the previous month, and they just keep adding it in until they run out. But, ooh, an acrylic marker. But what they do is if you choose the pick 10, I think there's a pick 10 and a pick 7. Anyway, I chose the pick 10. You get to pick 10 supplies. Is this white? Oh, that's white. That's not going to show up there. You pick 10 supplies, and you get those, and that's where I got all these from. These little markers and stuff, because just one of these markers by itself, these are Copic sketch markers, depending on where you get it, it can run, just one marker can run $7 to $15, depending on where you get it and whether or not it's on sale. So, I mean, for $10, for $50, I'm getting 10 items. So these items, trust me, the vast majority of them are costing me more than $10 a piece. So, be careful if you're using an alcohol marker, it's going to pick up that Sharpie a little bit. But anyway, I wish they sponsored me. I'm not anywhere near the whole sponsor me category. Hi, Kim. Laura, how are you? You wish, but you're painting your new place. Jade did. Oh, 8 and 7. Wow. What did you miss? What did I say? Dadaloo, what did I say? That's fine, Kim. It took me until 15-20 after to finally get going. So I was having issues with buffering. So I'm just getting started, and this one, there's really not, you don't even need to watch the replay, because all you need to do is take you a piece of paper, whatever kind of paper you want. You can use fancy watercolor paper. I'm using a piece of just plain copy paper. You put this is tape right here. This is just like painter's tape or whatever. Low tack tape. You could use washi tape, and put it down however you want it on there, however you want it. then take a black Sharpie and make your scribbles or lines or whatever. And then you go through, look what that alcohol marker did right there. That's pretty cool. And then you just go in and start coloring all the little squares. I got a lot of blue. I must have been on a blue kick because I got a lot of blue over here. And I'm just yammering and coloring my squares. It's a yammer and color kind of time. One of the things I love about doing this right here is because I'll drag out all my colors that I don't normally use and give them a chance to be played with. Everything wants to be played with. Take your stuff out once in a while and play, play, play. What's on the other end of this? Ooh, I didn't know I had a fine liner there. Let's see how dark that is. It's a pretty gray. It's a pretty gray. What's everybody doing? Why is your phone driving you nuts, Sarah? Hi, Sarah. You're talking. Dad, Lou, what are you talking about? I'm so sorry, Kim. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I had started before 6 o'clock trying to, starting like 30 minutes before. Must be a sub box you were talking about. Oh, yeah, subscription box, Sketchbox. Anyway, I was having problems. It would not hook up. It kept, it would just buffer. It would not link. It would not catch nothing. All it would do was buffer. So about 15 to 20 after, somewhere in there, it finally, I figured I was going to be by myself doing this, talking to myself. Which, you know, hey, we all know already that I'm pretty good at that. You should ask Laura Middlebrooks. I don't know what else. I'm so used to just calling her Middlebrooks. I know, Kim. I know I'm supposed to be your keeper. But on the days that I'm having problems keeping me, I just need, just cut me some slack, man. Just a little bit of slack. Just cut me some slack, man. And remember to color on the tape, too, because that's how you're going to get those pretty tape strips. That is something you missed, Kim. Let me show you. I made a couple over the last couple days in preparation for this. And, there's, what did I do with it? Where did I put it? Over there. When you take those tapes off, take them off very carefully, very slowly. And you get these pretty that you can use like washi tape. And some of them are still pretty sticky, but you can use them like washi tape. Aren't those cute? These pretty little strips you can add to collages or your pages or whatever you want to do. I know. Oh, that's right. You can't cut me slack. I told you not to, didn't I? There's music playing and you can't turn it off. On your phone, Sarah? Have you thought about maybe just going into the media part? No, you still turn me down. I don't know how to help you, honey. Okay. Thanks, Kim. All right. So that's all we're doing. So like I said, you don't need to watch the replay. Unless you just want to go back and see what a wonderful job I'm doing. Oh. Shazbot. Dang almighty. How many of y'all remember Mork and Mindy? Am I the only one that old? Middlebrooks, I swear, you make any comments. Are you even still here? Just because you're still young and dumb. Yeah, I said it. So what do you do now, Middlebrooks? Are you still doing the at-home thing, or did you find somewhere else to go to? Or I don't like the chisel piece on this. It's not flowing as pretty. as the, okay, I'm going to use the paintbrush end. And, oh yeah, there we go. That's a pretty brown though, isn't it? That's kind of vintagey looking. That would be pretty to distress some paper with. That color would. Ooh, I had to remember that. What color is this? Oh, God. They expect me to read. Tuscan orange. Let me use a different thing real quick. Let me use a marker. Or, oh no. Let me try an oil pastel. Let me do an oil pastel. One of my pretty oil pastels. I want something bright, so let's do a bright yellow, and let's do it right here. I love oil pastels. They're so fun to color with. And they leave such a cool texture on stuff. This is a vintage set that, you know, I got on eBay. And I'm calling it vintage because that's what I'm telling myself. That someone didn't just charge me and send me an old crappy box of oil pastels. I feel like, though, because they're Lowell Cornwell, which I don't know, but somewhere in New Jersey, made in Taiwan. So yeah, it's probably just a random old off-brand box of, was there a date on there? No. I don't know. I don't recognize the name, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not like I'm some big to-do in the art world. But I do like the way they color. They do color really nice. I wonder what they do if I put some alcohol over them. Because I'm going to come back in, and on some of these, I'm going to do a little bit of drawing on top. Let me see. Ooh, that's a pretty orange. Let's do it over here. Ooh, that one's creamy. There's also, if you don't, you know, if it's too much, because this is supposed to be relaxing and non-stressful. So if all these colors and all these choices are too much stress for you, pick a very specific, like if you want to use your alcohol markers, just pick your alcohol markers and just use those. If all the colors you don't want all the colors, pick yourself about 3 colors and use those. So, I mean, you do this however it's the least stress on you, because this is supposed to be relaxing and meditative. Of course, that depends on whether or not you got Kim. I need to add a pink polka dot. Oh my gosh, I can't draw a gnome, but that would be pretty. But when I'm done with it, maybe I'll go in and print out that one you did and slap him on there. Oh, Leah, you talking about Mork and Mindy? Yeah, Mork and Mindy was a great show. You know what, Kim? I might do that and then post it on here and dedicate it to Sarge since he's not here. I'll print out 2 or 3 of them and just in different sizes and put them randomly over the page. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Let me see. What do I want to do? Ooh, what is this? That's got a dot on one end and a pin on the other. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty dark blue. Ooh, you know what I should do with the, oh, you know what I'm going to do with all the little random holes? Let's make all the random holes silver. All the little spots. Give it that little pop of some metallic. I'm going to have to go back through and I like this. Is that a, no, it's not. Thought it might be a paint pen. Oh, that was a bigger spot than it was supposed to be. Remember, stick with your lines. And if you have to, if you do like I did and get out of the lines, just go back later with your marker. Go back through later with your Sharpie and just mark back over that line, and no one will ever know. You'll be the only one who knows. And if you wanted to, you could have gone in there and I didn't do it on this one, but you could have gone in there and rounded off some of those corners too. You think you need to adopt the gnome and hide it? Oh, yes, Kim, that would be an awesome idea. Yeah, tag him. Get him in here. Let's see if Sarge shows up. Come on, Sarge. Come on and play with us. Wait a minute, what was I doing? There it is. I was going ahead and filling in all of the little spots, little tiny and little spots with the pop of silver so that I don't forget. And I go ahead. And even if you think it's not going to show up, remember, we're coloring our tape too. So color over the tape. But these little pops of silver will show up here and there. Little metallic spots. I think my buddy Middlebrooks said bye-bye. I'm looking for little spots, little tiny little spots. Little spots. Ooh, like there's a little spot. You know, if y'all ever need someone to come into your, to make a random song for you to just do whatever with, come see me. I can make a tune. I can't sing, but I can make a tune out of anything. I can. Okay, I think that's all the little bitty tiny spot. Well, I got a couple over here. Okay. Set that aside so I don't forget about it. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I just love the gnome idea, Kim. That's pretty nifty. What do y'all want me to talk about? Discuss. Pick a topic. Let's see what I can make out of it. Because, you know, this is kind of self-explanatory. I don't need to explain every little thing I'm doing as I go. Who all is crafting with me? Tell me. Talk. Tell me. Talk. Ooh, let's use a metallic color. Okay, hi there, Nugget. Ow. Him's got big paws. And he's heavy. He likes to think I'm surprised he hadn't tried to jump up in my lap. He thinks he only weighs about 5 pounds. In reality, Nugget, you weigh more like 80. You big hoof. You big floofer. You big floo-floo. Let's just do random. I got a down here beside me, I've got a bag of markers and stuff. So I'm just going to reach in there and randomly pick colors. Just pick random colors. Whatever my little hand grabs. That's one of my favorite things to do. I like to do that on the gel plate. Ooh, I have to show y'all that sometime. I do something very similar on a gel plate, except I don't have the lines and, of course, the tape. But I have a little box of like the little tubes of acrylic paints. And I keep myself stocked in those, because what I do is I sit at my gel plate and I will blindly pick 3 or 4 colors. And I'll spread them out on my gel plate. Sometimes I'll put a stencil over them. Sometimes I just leave them all mixed like they are. I do different kinds of things with them. It's fun. I like to do long hauls with them. Where, if y'all don't know what a long haul is on a gel plate, it's where you put a stencil down. You put it down first, not the paint. You put the stencil down, and then you just go over the stencil using different colors each pull. And you know what? Maybe next week we'll do a long haul. I have not been on my jelly plates in a minute, so I might actually do some long hauls next week for my little play and create time. And when you've done whatever color, how many ever layers of colors you want to do, once you're done, you take the stencil off, you let it dry completely, and then you come back with put your pickup color on it and pull, and it comes, oh, they're so pretty. Watch a guy, the best long hauler I've ever seen. I've watched several. I mean, I hadn't watched all of them, but the best one I've seen, in my opinion, is Eddie Makes Art. He does a lot of really good stuff. He is a gel plate finesse master. He's really good with it. There's my stuff. You're scared of the jelly plate? Oh. Watch for bonus kit later. The Sarge dared me today. Ha ha, there you go. Yes. Hallmark Christmas movies. Oh, you did that, didn't you? Oh. What did I miss that made you say that? Oh. Hallmark Christmas movies. Them's the devil. Gosh. Those things just, they get on my nerves so bad. It's just too much. I'm diabetic. I can't do Hallmark Christmas movies. Okay. And yes, okay, Leah, I will do. You have to tell me. You have to do it along with me. Then you need to let me know what night next week is the best for you. What time? And you will have to tell me. Yeah, tell me the best time. Tell me the best day. Let me start over. Leah, tell me the best day and the best time for you next week. I will, as long as I don't, because I think I got a couple of things I got going on, but I will let you know if I can do it at that time, or do you need to pick another time. And you have to pull out that jelly plate and you have to open it and use it. Okay? And I'm going to tell you how I learned to do a jelly plate. All I knew was that you needed to paint on it and that you needed to put paper down and let it dry. And that's how I learned how to do a jelly plate. Oh, yeah, Kim. Oh, yes, it's fun. I watched 2 or 3 videos, just basic jelly print videos, just so that I knew what the principle behind it was. And then I didn't start watching how to really use things until after, because I started out with a little 3x5 plate, Just a little cheap plate that I got off Temu that actually has turned out to be quite a good plate. I just could not afford. I finally got for Christmas, and then I've watched for sales and stuff, and when I get like birthday money, things like that, my daughter likes to gift me on my birthdays and stuff. So I've managed to now collect quite a few plates. But I've also made a couple of my own homemade ones, and I've got one homemade one that, bless its heart, it's seen some things. It really has seen a thing or two, and I'm not even real sure how it's holding. I think it's got so many. I'll show it to you. But I have some jelly plates cheap jelly plates that didn't. They're hit and miss. When you buy those cheap ones off Temu, they're hit and miss. However, because I don't normally do things the way they're supposed to be done, I have found a way to use them. And I make a specific kind of paper with it. I want you to look at this big paw. Where's it at? Where you at? Where you at? Give me that paw. Give me that paw. Ugh. He's over here whacking me with that paw. But I have found, I make some specific papers with it. Hang on, I'll show you. They look, I make grungy papers. What I call grungy papers with them. With those plates. And they look like, they look like, you know how old brick or old peeling wallpaper, stuff like that looks? That's how these end up looking. And a lot of them get a really cool texture on them. Because, see, like this dark stuff on here, is actually paint and paper, because they rip the paper. But I discovered that deli paper will pull all of that off really good. So I don't know why that's stuck in there. So I have made all these cool jelly prints. And what I intend to do with them is collage them together. I'm going to actually, I have some old wood paneling in my house. And I'm actually going to Mod Podge them onto wood paneling. And my husband, who is starting a woodworking hobby, is going to make frames to put around them so that it looks like some sort of, you know, artwork on the wall. And then I have one whole wall in my living room that I think I'm going to pick a color scheme of these things. And I'm going to just do the whole wall using colors that go together. So, but anyway, but they're fun. They're a lot of fun. I've got stuff stuck in here that doesn't belong in there. Why? I separate off. But these are what I call my grungy old wall prints. That's what they're called. Grungy old wall prints. And I absolutely love them. Denise, are you on? Hang on, I just got a message from her. Anyway, yes, jelly printing is very, oh, hi, Donna. Wow, all kinds of people are coming in when I don't look. Oh, no. Oh, my accent, Denise? Where are you from? Oh, gosh, oh, my gosh, hang on, let me catch up. Scared of the deal, okay. You will, I'm in. Oh, wait, do you have to wait for it to dry? Yes, but if... You're going to get told don't ever use a hair dryer or a heat dryer on your jelly plate. But if you do a hair dryer on low or cool, even if you have a cool blast, and just don't hold it over one spot, you got to have to take it back and forth. Anyway, that's these. I'm going to go put them up and continue coloring. You can actually use a hair dryer. I do it all the time because I'm like you. I'm impatient sometimes. But I also will drag out all my plates, and I will when I've got one plate set aside to dry, I will work on another one, and that's kind of how I do it. But anyway, so I'm still catching up. Hi, Donna. Yeah, that probably was your problem, Kim. You do need to, were you having problems with either it not picking up everything or your paper sticking? Either one of those or both? There's Denise. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday before 6 Pacific time. Oh, geez. I think that you're 3 hours behind me, Leah. So that'd be 9 o'clock. Before 9 o'clock your time, my time. Okay, I can do that. Hallmark movie. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Hallmark movies are not great. No, Kim, she doesn't. She's perfectly fine. You're the one who needs help. Oh, thank you, Leah. I love doing those. Those are my favorite gel prints to do. I don't know what I just pressed. Thank you, Kim. Normal would be bad for you. Yes, Donna, it's very addictive. If y'all can't tell, I'm going through, I'm reading. Wait, what the hell? South Dakota, Indiana transplant. So do you have an accent in South Dakota? Kim, I've already had, I broke my ankle when I was in my 20s. I was probably mid to late 20s. I broke my ankle. And a friend of mine kept me at her house while I was, about the first week, while I was getting to where I could get up and walk around. And because I was on pain pills and trapped, she made me sit and watch the Lonesome Dove movie with her. I don't do... Oh, Leah, you're 2 hours behind me? Okay. Yeah, thank you, Donna. Fix their halos. Fix whose halos? Oh, you think our halos need to be fixed? Psh, girl. Psh. Pish posh. My gosh. Pish posh my gosh is all I have to say to that. Pish posh my gosh. So who's actually doing this with me and who's just jabbering? Just here to give me hell. I know Kim is just here to give me heck. Because, you know, I told her to. It's just I was supposed to be aggravating her up to that point before then, but I was asleep. It's been a sleepy kind of day. And now I got hot flashes. I hate Texas sometimes. We got up to freaking 80 degrees today. Maybe even a little warmer. But it didn't feel like it in my house. I guess my house is still holding cold from when it was 10 degrees. Not, what, last week? I've decided it's not that I get tired of cold and heat and stuff like that. I get tired. I don't stay one or the other, except for hot. I don't get to stay cold enough long enough to get sick of it. So, plus the heat triggers my fibromyalgia and whew, summer is my slow time. For where most people are up and out and going in the summer, not me. Those heat waves put me down and out. That's a pretty, pretty color. I like that color. That's pretty. That's a pretty color. I need to go grab. I wonder what I've done with. I thought I had some of my watercolor markers in here, but I guess I don't. I guess I do not. No, the box is in the other room. I may have to get up for a minute and go get that box because it's got watercolor markers in it that I want to play with. Y'all, I have got, in case y'all haven't noticed, I have way too many coloring items. Well, I say that, but you know, you really can't have too many coloring items, in my opinion. Let's just say I have enough colored pencils that I was able to give my husband probably a 60 or 70 count set for him to take to his little peoples at work, and I still have lots. I couldn't even tell you, because I keep some in my living room, I keep some in here in my craft room, I keep some in my bedroom, and I missed a little tiny spot for the silver right there. Oh, let's do this one too. It's not very big. Give me a bigger little, give me a bigger little pop of silver. That blue with the orange brown from here looks like a duck. Oh, wait a minute. Here? This one? Oh, it does kind of look like a mallard on the computer, doesn't it? Is that the one you're talking about? And there's his little pink tail right there. How funny. Going outside with the wind here, your face hurts? Psh, just cover your face. You go outside in the sun in Texas and it hurts your face, it means you've been outside in the sun too long. But you can't cover up from that. And oh my gosh, I set my printer to print something. What in the majesus is it doing? I don't know, but I think I just made myself a bunch of scratch papers. Because it's printing out something. I think I might ought to stop it. Oh, aliens. Oh, look. I have aliens trying to contact me. Kim, is this your people? What the big googly gook? Sarah. I didn't do that on purpose. Maybe it's Sarah's people. Look at this. Aliens are trying to contact me. We need to break the code, y'all. We need to break the code. Ooh, I'm glad I didn't have good paper stuck in there. Fortunately, I've been printing stuff out on my regular 20-pound. Why are you crying, Kim? Was that your people? Did they say something mean? Hi, TC. What you doing? Kim, did they say something mean to you? What does it say? What does it say? Tell me. Does it say mean things about Kim? How do they know you're here? But I see a lot of hearts. How do they know you're here? I thought we hid you pretty well. They can't. I take it the glasses aren't a good disguise. I'm sorry. I thought we had you good to go. What all do I have? Ooh, let's do a glitter color. Y'all want to do a glitter color with some ink? Pretty red glitter. I think there was a reason I had this red gel glitter pen over here. And I think it's because it's almost dried out. Fortunately, I have some refills, but I think when I put it over here, I didn't have the refills then. Alrighty. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. It looks like I have some new pens up here that I haven't used yet. Ooh, we're fixing to put some glitter in this puppy, baby. We fixing to get all glittery. Woohoo! Glitter, glitter. How I love me some glitter. Glitter. There is nothing better in the world than a glittery gel pen. I use these things in my journals all the time. I love metallic-y, glittery pens and markers and watercolors and acrylic paints and ooh, baby. Like that a lot. Yes, I do. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Watching a movie just popped on and say hi. Hi, Tia. Get back to movie night. Bye, Tia. You did like what we were doing. Kim, I do use some of my journals. Most of the journals that I have made, some of them I've given as gifts to other people. Some of them, like my very first full journal I ever made was a personal journal. I have another personal journal. Were you not there the night I showed that? I have another personal journal that I do use, and then when I'm done, I'm almost done with that one, and then when I'm done with that one, I'll make another one. Oh my gosh, look, I have gnomes on my pants. Can you see them? Can you see my pants? Oh, I don't think I can get my leg up that far, but look, Christmas, they're winter gnomes. I think they were supposed to be Christmas pants, but they don't have anything that really says Christmas exclusively, so I wear them for the winter. Can you see them? No. All you really see is me poking my pants up there. They're stretchy. They're comfortable. They're comfortable pants. But yes, I do use my journals because I make something called a glimmer journal, which is something I'm going to do as a series on one of my things, and I might actually make it a nightly live. Just come on for a few minutes, write in my glimmer journal, and because glimmer journals are a monthly thing, and you go in and for every day you write the best part of your day, or something somebody said, or they're about finding the very best part of your day. What's too funny? What is funny? Anyway, they're about finding the very best part of your day and recording it so that you always end on a positive note. Oh, you know what? I might do that. I need to be more positive. I used to have a friend tell me all the time that I just needed to be more positive, and I used to tell her, I am. I'm the most positive person out there because I am positive I am just being realistic about stuff. That used to drive her crazy. But it's true. I am just being realistic. Just keeping it real with the folks out there. Just keeping it real. Y'all have let me play and carry on so much. Oh, for those of you that came in later, I don't know how. I'm going to sit here probably until I'm at least done coloring with it and taking the tape off of it. Y'all don't have to stay that long. If you can, feel free. If you can't, don't worry about it. And I'm going to have this on my YouTube, but I'm probably not going to stay on longer than about an hour and a half. So if that's the case, I need to hurry up. Y'all just need to keep to yourselves. That's what needs to happen. Y'all need to keep to yourselves. And just let me work, dagnabbit. Just let me work, man. Come on. Ooh, there's a pretty pink. I bet this is another one I stuck over here because of using the color in it. Of course, there's no telling why I stuck it over here. You know what else I want to do? I actually have... Who was it asking me the other day about calligraphy? Was it Kim? Was it Dadaloo? Somebody was asking me about if I knew calligraphy. Somebody was. I want to learn it. I actually have a complete set of calligraphy brushes, and I have all kinds of rice paper and calligraphy paper. But I do know a little bit about how to do faux calligraphy. And I have been working on hand lettering and stuff because I want to learn all that stuff. I might just, whenever I sit down to do my little exercises and stuff, start recording them and stick them on my channel. I think my channel is just going to be a catch-all for all the stuff I'm learning to do and playing with. So, ooh, how about play, learn, and create with Mel? How about that? Y'all come on. Y'all come play, learn, and create with Mel. I don't know what I'm going to teach you. But, you might learn something. I mean, Lord knows I'm not an expert in anything. Not a thing. I know everything. Everything. Every little thing. I know nothing. I know nothing. Y'all remember Hogan's Heroes? Schultz. I know nothing. Oh my gosh, goodness. Okay, I want my other box. Y'all are about to see just how addicted to colored pens I am. To actually anything that makes color, really. Okay. Hang on. I'll be back. I don't know if I can get my leg up here, but I'm going to try. So y'all can see my pants. Oh my God. Ugh. Can you see them? Can you see them? Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. My leg quit moving. All right. These are the tapes from the other one that I did. I need to come in here and find some of my old sticker paper blank empties and put them on there. I save all my sticker paper. Whenever I've used it all up, I save the backing because I stick stuff like this on it. Ooh, something else you can do with jelly prints that is really cool. Washi tape. I use washi, you can actually get washi paper sticker paper. What is this? Washi paper sticker paper. And I will use it to pull prints and then cut it into different size strips. Thanks, Sarah. Bye, Kim. Bye, Kim. Bye, Kim. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in and aggravating me. Okay. Who all's still here? Holler at me if you're still lurking. I'll keep it running if y'all still want me to. Yes, Leah, that's where I got mine from. Next week when we do jelly plating, I'll pull some of mine out. You pull some of yours out, and I'll show you what I do with mine to make pretty sticker washi tape with it. And I love doing that. You would not believe. I have ordered so many different kinds of paper off Temu. That's one of my favorite places to get different types of paper to experiment and play with. I've gotten mulberry paper. I've gotten all kinds of different kinds of rice and calligraphy papers. all kinds of papers off of there. I like uh, I get the cheaper watercolor paper off of there because it's fun to do cutouts and all kinds of my fodder stuff and things with. So what y'all can't see is this big box of stuff I have over here. Ooh, this is some of my acrylics. Yeah. Yeah. Let's really get mixed up in here. Throw some acrylic marker in there. Okay, here's watercolor pens. No. Is that my watercolor marker? Nope, it just says it's a dual tip marker. Oh well. Oh, no, I'm not gonna put red in there either. Where do I want to put this? Yeah. Here. Ooh, here, we'll put it here. I have also recently gotten on a couple of like adult coloring book type groups. I love to color. I really do. I really do. I really do. Coloring's the bomb, man. It really is the bomb. Y'all hang on just a second. Oh. Sarah's here. Leah's here. Fine, ladies. We'll hang out for probably at least another 30 minutes. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If y'all need to leave before then, just let me know. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just moved my whole setup here. Yep, I knew it did. I knew I knocked it over. Okay. Ugh. What have I done to myself here? I've got myself all crooked. I tell you something else I'm hooked on is alcohol markers. Have either of y'all used alcohol markers? Hang on, y'all. Oh yeah, I love alcohol markers. They leave such a pretty, very, they leave a solid color. That's just the best way I can think of to say it is they leave a solid color. These Tombow water-based markers, which are basically watercolor markers, I absolutely love these. When I finally got my disability last year and I got my back pay, I took a little bit of it and I just got what I wanted. I just got what I wanted. And this year though, even though I haven't done very well so far this year, but I'm trying to back off. I've only been buying from, unless it's something I need, I've only been buying things from individual people. And I will only do that and shop at thrift stores because this year I'm trying to only get things that I really just don't have and would need in my journals. And, generally those are, I see those things at the thrift store and I think, oh, I need this. This would look good. When I'm online shopping and I'm like, oh, I need this. This would look good. So But basically I am. I'm trying to use what I have and only get what I need. And I got so lucky Black Friday last year, this last Black Friday, one of the other groups, Happy Paper People, love that group. She had this huge sale. I guess she was clearing out a store or something. And I got a whole bunch of things I did not have. Nice Tim Holtz kind of things and stuff like that. For, oh my gosh, super cheap. Super, super cheap. Super, super cheap. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Okay, just pop in and out. Tempera paint sticks. They are hard to use in small places. But something you can do. Do you have any kind of little, oh, let me see. This one's a teeny tiny one, but I don't know if you can see it. They're like little silicone spreaders or shapers or anything like that. Because you can take a little bit of that tempera paint, or you could use a, what are they called? What are these called? What are these called? What are they called? Q-tips. And just put a little bit on your Q-tip and then use it in there. I love to use tempera paints to make a lot of my collage fodder with. I will take it and I will just spread some colors out, like maybe in the shape of a flower or some leaves or something like that, and then I'll go in with a pen. We'll do that one. I'll get on one day and show y'all how I make my collage fodder. I love doing that. I do that at night. It's very relaxing for me. That is a fussy cut. I guess that's probably why fussy cutting became such a relaxation for me, because I used to hate to try and cut things out because I couldn't keep straight lines. But I have in playing with my collage fodder, because I don't have to be, my collage fodder is kind of grungy stuff. It's I have some of it right here. It's grungy stuff. Some of it's, you know, you can make pockets with it. You can use it to decorate. These are some of my botanical groups. I do all kinds of stuff. I will find tangles, like this is a tangle pattern. And I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff with them, but they're also just really fun to make. I also will put them in racks, or when I'm doing, trades and stuff like that, I will put them in there. Y'all even see, do I have these in the frame? Yeah. But I love this stuff. I love, and these are where I roll off the backgrounds on these. This is what I do with my jelly paint. I don't waste paint if I can get away with it. Where you roll off your brayer to get the paint off of it. I save those papers and I make my collage fodder on them. And I, also on my, y'all, I think I showed y'all this when we did the watercolor thing where I wipe off my watercolor brush. So anyway, so these are fun. These are fun to make and fun to do. And some of them I do with plain black, and some of them I do colorful. Like these right here. I told you I love my glittery pens. Anyway, they're fun. And they're fun to add to journal pages. And I'll make tucks and pockets with them. And I send them to people. When I get ready to start selling stuff, I'm going to make little packets of them to sell for people to use. They're fun to collage with, make ATCs with. They're just a blast. They're a blast. And I make them on all kinds of paper. Anything from a cardstock style. I like to use my junk mail to do my brayer roll-offs on, so you get all kinds of different textures and pages. Does anyone remember the Captain Crunch computer game where he cleaned his ears all the way through with a... Kim, honey, are you sure that's real? Oh, yes, Sarah. Yeah, I use book page to roll off doodle. I use them, but your junk mail and your scrap papers that, you know, papers that you want to cover up, they're perfect for that. And why is my lap suddenly showing so much? And I almost hit my head with this. Guess what? Guess what, Kim? All right, back to this. I'm going to be here all night playing with this because I'm too busy yattering at you guys. Oh. Like Sarge, I've got to learn to work more and yatter less. But this specific, I mean, this little kind of series I'm wanting to start is about playing. So I'm not, I mean, if y'all are learning something from it, fine. If you're not, fine. I'm here to play. I am here to play and color and make things. I'm hoping to get started. I say, who's trying to call me? Oh, God, Spam. Uncle Spam, leave me alone. Before I make a cheese sandwich out of you. A cheeseburger Spam sandwich. Don't get much more redneck than a cheeseburger Spam sandwich. Where the Spam is your cheeseburger. Anyway, hopefully next week, I say this every week, but I've got to stop finding reasons to not do it and get at it. I'm going to start doing my series on my YouTube channel, making my first journal that I am going to put up for sale when we're done. So, yay! You know, I drug this box out to play with my watercolor markers, and I keep grabbing for my alcohol markers. But my friend gave me that Jane Austen Works book, and I want to use it. I'm hoping, I mean, because it's a big, thick book, but I'm hoping by the time I take pages out of it, because I'm going to take a lot of pages out of it, that I can use it just to make an altered book journal with. And if it turns out to be still too big, I will probably just end up taking it apart and using the covers and the spine as a closure somehow, because I wanted to really keep the spine that says Jane Austen on it. Anyway, I'll figure out something. Something will work. I know it will. I know it will. How are y'all today? Pantone. A Pantone, probably alcohol marker, but it's still a Pantone. Number 114. Ah. Everybody sing out loud. Ah. What is it? The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing out loud for all to hear. See, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. Okay, Lori. Thank you, Daddy Lou, for showing up. Daddy Lou, that's Kim. That's Sarah. And that's Leah. That's Daddy Lou, y'all. Favorite. Oh, honey. Go lay down, get some rest. Love you, love you. And thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it was real. Oh, the Captain Crunch game where he's poking out his brain with the overly large Q-tip. Oh, my goodness. It's a pretty pink. Let's use this pink. Let's use this pink right here. Let's use it right here, because it's not a very dark pink. I'm wondering if it showed. Yeah, it is. Is my thing a little dry? No way. Let me use this end. There we go. That other end I'm going to have to get a little wet, I guess. I probably used the other side of it all up. I probably did, you guys. That sounds like me. What's down here? What's this? Ooh, another Pantone. 2572. Let's do it next to this pretty green and get just for Leah, we'll get a Mardi Gras theme going. And I'll find a yellow or gold to put next to that. Put it on the other side of that green so that we got 3 big Mardi Gras looking colors here just for our little... You're in New Orleans, Leah, really? Just for our little New Orleans girl. I have not been to a Mardi Gras in New Orleans, but I have kind of been to... I haven't been to the parades, but I was in Galveston working one year during Mardi Gras in Galveston. I didn't get to make it to the parades, but I did see some of the stuff. I know Jefferson does a big Mardi Gras. I don't think anywhere around here does. I wish they would. I mean, I know I have thrown, when I was a bartender, I threw a big Mardi Gras party at the bar that I was managing. Why are you laughing at me, Leah? What'd I do? What'd I do? I don't know what I did. But Leah found it funny. Let's see. Ooh, let's use this acrylic. Oh, here's some gold. Here is some... No, I don't want to use gold because I'm going to use gold for something else later. So we're going to use yellow. We're going to use the yellow. And we're going to put it here. And there, we almost have Mardi Gras right here for you. Here, we have off-brand Mardi Gras. Was what we've got. We've got off-brand Mardi Gras right there for you, Leah. Right there. Look at that. Even almost looks like a mask, doesn't it? What are these colors over here? Ugh. That's a pretty color. I like that color a lot. Let's put it over here by the duck. So I've got a duck. I've got... Oh, that did not come out the way I thought it would, but... That's a lot darker. I thought it was going to be brighter. I should have picked a different spot, but that's okay. It's okay. It'll kind of get split up by the tape when we take it apart anyway. Y'all, I'm telling you, once you start doing these grid colorings like this, you get kind of addicted to it, especially when you're not having to try and, talk to other people and you're just doing it to do it. It becomes very... That's why I keep getting quiet, because I get into it. It's very meditative. This is the kind of stuff I do at night to wind down. Excuse me. That Lou needs to keep her sickness to herself. She's so sick, she managed to send it all the way from where she lives in... Oh, I'm probably going to get this wrong. She's going to get me. Indiana, I think. All the way down here to East Texas. I'm in East Texas. Jefferson County. I know Jefferson County, but I can't think of where it is. What town? What town? And then I'll know where it is. Oh, all purple. Oh, you're going to have to post that for me. I want y'all to post these too. If you're, when you're done with them, I want to see what they look like. You can actually just post them to my page if you want to. Or you can post them to your own page and tag me in it. Well, I'm slowly trying to get a little more crafting going on my own page. And the reason I don't make a separate craft page for my stuff, at least not right now, I might eventually, is because I'm kind of hoping that I will get some of my friends that have liked the stuff that I post, interested in what's doing, and get them to creating stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I want to just kind of use my own personal page to do it with. Let's see. Here's a pretty kind of greenish teal color. That's pretty. Y'all are about to hear some strange noises coming from my dog. Can I pet that dog? Because he likes to go get against the doggy gate. Because it's an old wooden doggy gate that over the years, different dogs have torn apart. And my husband has, one of these days I'll take a picture of it and post it. But he has torn it apart, or they have torn it apart. And my husband has used other, he's used chicken wire and zip ties and other broken pieces of dog gates to make this one big sturdy junkyard dog gate. Oh my goodness. My gosh goodness. Let's put a little glitter over here. We need some more glitter on here. We need some more glitter, some more glitter, some more glitter. And let's see, let's put this blue metallic on here. Let's put it somewhere. You know what? Let's see what it does if I try to cover this crayon with it. Or what I may do is just I'm gonna cover that crayon and see if it does. It's not on the tape. Is it doing anything on the paper? No. It's not. It doesn't seem to be. I was hoping maybe it would do some kind of resist, but it's making well, it might be trying to, because it's trying to make the marker separate. There we go. There we go. All right, Kim. Bye for real. See you later. Outside of Beaumont, I live in East Texas. Do you know where Tyler is, Leah? I feel like we've had this conversation. Do you know where Tyler is? Or even Nacogdoches? Where SFA is? What is this? Ooh, a multi-liner, pink multi-liner. Let me do a little spot with this one. Ooh, let's do this little spot down here. Ooh, that's a pretty pink. Why haven't I used this more often? I don't know. I need to. Boop, boop, ba-doo. I have no idea. These are not labeled. They have a number on them. What are they? They look like maybe some sort of little watercolor marker, maybe, or just a regular marker. I always take everything out of the box and put everything. I used to keep everything with its original packaging because I wanted to know what the brand was and all that stuff. But very rarely do you actually get something that has absolutely no label on it. All I have is the numbers. So I have no idea. But the rest of them, they usually have the name of them on there and stuff. So I like this green. So I don't worry about it. Your parents are on the Gulf down by Beaumont? Down just below Beaumont? I lived in Galveston off and on for several years. Lived in Houston off and on for several years, but I'm from East Texas, Central East Texas. I am closer to Shreveport, Louisiana than I am to Dallas, Texas. Yeah. I live just south of Tyler, probably about 45 minutes, maybe 45 minutes to an hour from Nacogdoches, up north of Nacogdoches, northeast. So I live in the really pretty, piney kind of area of Central East Texas. Ooh, let's put this green here. It'll probably look pretty up against that color, and it's an acrylic marker. I was right. That is pretty. That's a pretty green, too. I like this green. I might have to remember this green and pull it out more often. That's just pretty. That's pretty. Snooky, come and tell me if you like my stuff. Is it pretty? Huh? Is it pretty? Ah, she's so funny. I will show her something and ask her, is it pretty? And if she sniffs it, she'll look at it and sniff it, then that's a yes. If she just kind of glances at it and turns her head, then that's a no. She really does do that. That's my old lady pug. My bless her heart. Her back. My computer is going off again. My printer is printing things again. Oh my gosh. I do not know what is going on. Oh, my goalies. All right. Oh. All right, ladies. I am probably fixing to have to get up off of here. I'm going to finish this up and I will post it. But let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take probably this gold marker and I'm going to trace on the inside of my pieces of tape so that all of these are bordered. I should have broke that up a little more. But anyway, so that all of this is bordered. And then I'm probably going to do some more playing later. Because I like to take all my stuff to be. Actually, I need to go do some fussy cutting. I think my printer is trying to print out some stuff that I thought I canceled. No, it printed as the aliens again, y'all. It's the aliens. I have to save it and ask Kim what it means. All right, y'all. Most of your family's in the Houston, Beaumont area. So my parents moved there from New Orleans about 12 years ago. Oh, okay. Okay. I love it down there. That's one of my favorite places to be is down in that whole Galveston. From Galveston to up through Houston over to probably all the way over to Baton Rouge. I've been in that area a little bit. I worked in Baton Rouge for a short while. My sister lived down that area, but Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, but mostly in the Houston, Galveston, Beaumont kind of area is my favorite place. What is this called, Sarah? You take up the washi tape whenever you're done. Whenever you think it's done, you just take off the washi tape. But be careful taking it off. Make sure you do it slowly so that it doesn't tear your paper. On copy paper, it usually doesn't have a tendency to pick up the paper. If you're using watercolor paper, you might want to take a little bit of a hairdryer or heat gun to the tape a little bit before you pull it up if it looks like it's going to start coming up. Yes, Sarah, I know they are. I tried to tell y'all not too long ago, I sent out that meme about, being taken by the aliens. But then, Sarah, yeah, you just but save that tape because that'd make good washi tape. But anyway, yeah, and then that's when you're done. You just take the washi tape off when you're done. But I like to line it sometimes. Sometimes I do it with black marker, but I think I'm going to do it with gold this time because I've got some metallic going in there, so I'll just keep that thing going. But ladies, thank y'all for staying with me. Thank y'all for coming, and I'm so sorry I was so late. And for anybody that comes back and watches the replay on this, I hope y'all try this. I really do. This really is relaxing and fun. And as it looks right now, it probably looks like you're like, oh, I absolutely hate this. But by the time you take that tape off, you think differently. Once that tape comes off, you think differently. So I appreciate y'all. It was fun. Thank you. Thank y'all. I will see y'all next week. Remember, next week we're going to do some jelly plate fun. Jelly plate fun. And Leah, bring your washi tape sticker page. Because we'll make a page, at least one page of washi tape out of that. See, now I'm going to have to drag out all my plates and play with them before I play with y'all. Because I haven't played with them in a while, so I need to warm them up. So I will probably spend that whole day, whatever day we're doing it. I got to look. You said... you told me, those days you told me, tell me again, Leah, I'm so sorry. Were those the days that you're working and you can't? Or you're working and you need to do it before that time? So, I tell you what, I'm going to tell you a little secret, girl. My math is horrible. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday. Okay. Wednesday's the day that I like to do it on. And I like to do it in like the afternoon, before, Sarge does his in the evening. So it would be, how about Wednesday? I have to double check for this Wednesday. But for right now, why don't we say Wednesday, 3 o'clock my time? Which, if it's 2 hours, that would be what? 1 o'clock your time? Are you available then? In the afternoon? I need a different color. Ooh, a retired teacher. What did you teach? You have therapy at 2. Okay. See, I'm thinking I have a doctor's appointment that day. Oh no, I can't do it that day. My dog's getting fixed. No. Okay, so Wednesday's out. Wednesday is totally out. How about Tuesday? I can't because I have pastel class. So we'll have to shoot for next Friday. Well, how about next Friday, same time? About 7 o'clock Friday night? That would be what was that, 5 o'clock your time? No, not 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock. What time did I say? 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock your time. Woo! Do you know I actually have everything? I'm lacking 1 semester of student teaching, and I actually would have a degree and teacher certification in English and teaching. Okay, so we'll say next Friday night at 6 o'clock. I may make it on Friday nights, just in general. I don't do anything on Friday nights. All right, Leah, I guess Sarah already left. So, Sarah, if you didn't leave, I'll see you later, honey. And is that my Uncle Spam again? Yes. All right, I will see y'all later. You just finished your page. Yay! Post it for me, Sarah. And y'all can either post it on your own page and tag me or post it on my page. Because if I can, I'm going to try and share it on my page anyway. Because, like I said, I want people, because there's a lot of people I've had a lot of people also just who've seen my stuff on other groups friend me, so I've been taking them in. Normally my Facebook page has grown tremendously. I used to have less than 100 people on my Facebook page. All right, so y'all post those for me. If you're not going to post them on my page, make it so that I can share them, please. I love you guys. And, if y'all don't see me tomorrow somewhere, then you know the aliens got me. They got me. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. 99. Oop, that's not going to do it. Bye.